Hi, and good afternoon. I am Eric Knowles, president of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. This is Member Connection, and I'm coming to you live from Tallahassee, Florida. That's why the background you see, I'm in the hotel up here in Tallahassee meeting with Black chambers from the state of Florida. We're meeting with our elected officials for the next day or two, and that's why I'm here. So, without further ado, this is Member Connection, and I have the pleasure of speaking to a good friend, Miss Gail Dotson. Gail, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Eric? You're in my
I'm good.
hometown, Tallahassee.
Yeah. Coming to you live. We do what we have to do. We got to stay connected. And that's a wonderful thing about StreamYard and Zoom these days. You know, uh, Here we are. We're still doing what we have to do. And actually, we're doing more, I believe, because of the fact that we have this ability to do this.
And I agree with you about that.
Right. So, I have the pleasure of having you on today to talk about an amazing organization that's been around for quite a while, been around since 1946, the Links Incorporated. But before we get into the Links Incorporated, let the folks know about Gail Dotson. Who is Gail Dotson?
So, as I said before, you're in my hometown. So, I am from Tallahassee, Florida. Lived there all my life. My family is still there. And of course, I live here in Miami. I'm a daughter, a little sister to my big brother. I'm a wife and I'm a mother. And professionally, I am a lawyer. I've practiced for over 30 years, private firm, governmental sector, and currently I am the chief counsel for the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development.
Oh, wow. That is a lot. You've been doing quite a bit in these short years, I would say.
Well, that's a good way of saying it. Short years. It sounds so old to me, but anyway, I don't feel old.
Right. So, we're here to talk about the links. And as I mentioned before we came on, you have a beautiful green ensemble on today, and that is the color of the links. Um, Links Incorporated, I know something about the links. I know it's pretty much uh, run by women of the African descent. Tell us about the links and what is their mission and their priorities and the whole thing. What founded? What even started it? Let's start there.
Okay, so the Links Incorporated is an international not for profit organization. As you said before, it was founded in 1946. We're in our 75th year. Actually, we just celebrated our 75th anniversary in November. We have over 16,000 members and over with 292 chapters in 48 states plus United Kingdom and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. And our mission is we're committed to enriching and sustaining the well-being of people of the African diaspora.
Okay. And I know, obviously, I have quite a few friends that are a part of the links. I mean, Miss Ann Turner Harriet, who is the Southern Area Director, um, uh, she is the chair, and I know. Gosh, now you start to think about names, and then you start to stop blanking.
That's okay. I'm perfectly fine with helping you out with that. So specifically, we are the Greater Miami, Florida chapter. I am the chapter president of the Greater Miami, Florida chapter, and we
Right?
were established in 1955. So we
Okay.
have been serving this community for over 66 years. And you mentioned Ann Turner Harriet. We've had some excellent, I mean, we have dynamic women who are part of our chapter. They're all elegant, accomplished, just dynamic women. And with respect to Ann, we've had the ability to have leaders in the links in our chapter. Our first leader in our chapter was Maud K. Reed. I never had the opportunity
Oh
to
wow,
meet,
Maud.
but she was the third Southern Area Director for the Links Incorporated. And then you have the ninth Southern Area Director was Mrs. Regina Jolivet Frazier, who was also the ninth national president of the Links Incorporated. And then Ann Turner Harriet, who you mentioned, she is the 19th Southern Area Director for the Links Incorporated, and currently she's the chapter establishment chair. These are all wonderful women. Like I said, I never got a chance to meet Mrs. Reed, but I certainly work with Ann and Regina on a regular basis, and they are
Right.
outstanding leaders.
And I know you do a lot with youth. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. We basically operate through our facets, and we have five facets and services to youth, which specifically serves the youth. But we also have other facets that serve the youth as well. So we have international trends and services, national trends and services, health and human services, and the arts. So a lot of things that we do with respect to the youth, they benefit from some of the services that we provide. And when we talk about our services to youth, one of the things that our chapter has engaged in is that we have two NSBE Junior chapters. And NSBE is the National Association of Black Engineers. And that organization, which is basically a college based organization that we've provided resources for younger kids because we know that we have to get these kids engaged in STEM at an early age. So we actually have two chapters. One chapter serves, I believe, is third, fourth, and fifth grade, and the other chapter serves sixth through 12th grade. So we're doing that specifically for services to youth. But we do a lot of other things for youth as well. I think you've been involved in and you've attended one of our major events on a biennial basis, and it's our book and author brunch, luncheon, whatever we decide to do. And that is a fundraiser, and that fundraiser specifically helps us to provide scholarships to students in our community. And we've done that, for over 15 years. And we provided scholarships initially, five scholarships in the amount of $3,000 for students. We have recently increased that. And this year, we're very happy to say that we will be providing seven scholarships for 4,000 each to high school seniors in our community.
No, that's amazing. And I know you have a gala or a ball, and that is that part of the fundraising process, or
Yes, that is the book and author event that I was mentioning. We did
right?
have it this past November, and because of our sponsors, we have a lot of major sponsors, and we are so appreciative of them. And we hope that you go on our website and you'll have the opportunity to see who our partners and our supporters are. And in November, we featured Linkages and Legacies Volume 3, and that is something that is an outstanding publication. And when I say volume two, we produce volume one, we also produce volume two, and now we produce volume three. And it features pioneers in the African American community. And that book goes to every public school in Miami-Dade County, as well as all colleges and universities in our county, as well as going out to all the historically Black colleges and the African American museums throughout our country. And that is another service that we provide for our youth as well, because our youth need to know who these pioneers are. They're growing up in a community with these people or their parents might have known these people, but they're in their backyard, and they need to see that, and they need to know about them, because these people have grown up just like they're growing up now, and it gives them something to inspire to be. So I think that is something really positive about some of the events and some of the services that we provide.
And I know that obviously we are a community of what do I call it? A lot of immigrants. And I know you have a chapter in the Bahamas. You have chapters in England as well. So talk about that a little bit. How do those chapters engage with you?
So those chapters, um, not necessarily engage with us, but what I can talk about is, as a chapter, the Greater Miami chapter, I mentioned one of our facets is international trends and services. And we have done, provided all types of services in the Haitian community. Um, Up until a few years ago, because it has, gotten a little dangerous to go to Haiti. But we went on mission trips every December to Haiti to provide medical services, as well as other needs that we believe that the people of Haiti, in particular their youth, should, um, just should have things that, just like every other kid, they should have certain needs, and we try to educate them in the areas of STEM, etc. We've also expanded to Jamaica. So more
Okay.
recently, we have been doing things in Jamaica, and we provided just what we call education across the miles. And we've done that. And I'm speaking of our chapter specifically, but in terms of the Links Incorporated, they've done education across the miles, Jamaica, Haiti, as well as Africa.
Okay. Now I know that it is a proud organization of African American women who run this. So there never has been any men in the links.
No, not to my knowledge.
And so, if someone wants to get in touch with you, and what you just mentioned about what you do in Haiti and Jamaica, and obviously our community is a very large community of Haitian diaspora as well as Jamaican diaspora. If anyone from those diaspora wanted to get in touch with you so that they could support their initiatives in their home countries, how can they get in touch with you?
Sure. So there are two ways to get in contact with us. We encourage you to visit our website, which is greatermiamilinks.inc.org. So Greater Miami Links Inc. is one word, it's all together.org. Or you can email us, info@greatermiamilinksinc.org. And we would certainly, welcome any, basically any partnerships. We want to talk to you because we do have partners that we participate with when we are serving the community. So we are open to hearing from you.
Okay. So, how if someone is interested in being a member of the Links, do you have to be brought in? How does someone even become a member?
Well, joining the links is invitation only. And again, if it's something that you think that, you're a woman, you're interested, you want to get connected with us, again, I encourage you to visit our website, as well as you can send us an email. But the best way is to visit our website so you can see what we are doing and how we're engaged, and to see if this is something that you may be interested in and a good fit.
Okay. Well, I definitely, certainly enjoyed this conversation. And again, to let them know how they can get in touch. What's the website again?
Okay, the website is greatermiamilinksinc.org. And I also want to talk about, just, for a few minutes, just to certainly invite
Please.
you to participate in some of our upcoming events. Beginning sometime in February, we will have an exhibit so you can learn a lot about our chapter, as well as those Black pioneers that I mentioned a few minutes ago. But we will have an exhibit in the community room at the History Miami Museum. So we certainly encourage you to go there, see us, see who we are about. We believe the exhibit will probably start around the end of February or the middle of February, so we can get out of Black History Month and then go um, to late April. So it will be there. Secondly, we have an event coming up on February 23rd, and it's community conversations with thoughtful leaders making a difference. And it will address voting rights, social justice, and racial equity. A couple of the speakers are Desmond Meade, Dr. Tamika Hobbs, and that will be virtual. And it's on, again, February 23rd, 7 p.m. Definitely go to our website. And then also, we know that February is Heart Month. So we will be having a virtual Heart Links dinner. I believe it will be on February 25th. And we certainly invite everyone to participate in that event as well.
Well, you got a lot going on.
Yes, yes, we
Again,
do.
and I
We
know
want to provide transformational programming in in the community that we serve.
absolutely beautiful. So again, if you want to know more about the chamber, you can go to www.m-dcc.org, or you can call the chamber at 305-751-8648. Um, Gail, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for all that you do, all that your family does in our community. Uh, it's just a wonderful thing to have you here today.
Well, thank you, and thank you for having the Greater Miami, Florida chapter of the Links Incorporated. And we are certainly are excited about partnering with you, and we love our membership with the Miami-Dade Chamber. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Great talking to you.